Welcome. This is an overview of your syllabus for the AP Calculus class as it stands today for the 2019-2020 school year. All right, so at the top here is this big declaratory statement about what is this course. Most of this is derived from what the College Board says this course is, which is what I say the course is too. There's not a lot that can be said about this. It's like you can read it through, but most of this is not going to make complete sense until you're like well into the course. So this is an overview of what we're doing. We're going to talk a little bit more about that in class, but it's a statement there of what the course is. Important contact type stuff. The course block is C. That's my name. My free periods are B, D, and G. My preferred mode of communication is via email. If you want to get to me, that is the best way to get to me quickly. I will also count on you checking your email. Okay, so like this is a hill that I'm going to die on, that students need to check their email. I will communicate to you that way. So from time to time, each day, make sure that you are checking your email and keeping up on things in this course. Also, please note that if I make any changes to this syllabus, there will be a current copy always housed on Schoology. If I make any amendments, I will notify you in class. I will notify you via email of the change, and I will also update the version that is in Schoology. Given that this is Saturday morning on 8/24, I actually did update it today. So be aware that that's happening. All right. The objectives of the course, again, a lot of this is going to be something that you can read through, but it's not going to make a whole lot of sense until you're well into the course. Okay, we do have a textbook. Our textbook is the textbook by Ron Larson and Paul Battaglia. It is a pretty extensive book. I'm not requiring you to have it in class. There will be assigned readings from the book. Okay, so word of caution, do not blow off the assigned readings, okay? Because you will get a lot of material in class and in the notes and through problem sets, but that will be enriched by doing the assigned readings from the book, okay? So these are not just like, ooh, I can ignore that, but they're part of making sure that you understand things and you are prepared to get a 5 on the BC exam. All right. There's this other book that we had you buy, which is actually, I need to update this because it is the 9th edition, that we're using this year. So the multiple choice and free response questions in preparation for the AP Calculus BC exam, 9th edition AP Calculus BC examination. You need to have this book. We will not touch it until probably April, okay? So don't lose it. Okay, because it becomes a really important text in this class as we get to reviewing for the exam after we've completed most of the course material. You, of course, need a pencil. You need a TI-84 graphing calculator. You need it every day, okay, because there is a calculator active section of the test, and it is assumed that you are well-versed and well-practiced with that calculator. It is inexcusable to not have a calculator with you every day. You need your laptop because that's how I pass information to you. And need the laptop. All right, for those of you who are planners, I have a tentative course schedule for the entire course. So what we've done, there's a total of 8 mandatory assessments in this course. The 9th one will be an optional take-home. It will be in the middle of the exam prep time. It is my hope to cover the content for this class by early April. That way you have a basically pretty close to a month of review period, and the calculus exam itself falls on May 4th this year. So please be aware that that's what's happening. May 4th is the exam. The school exam, remember there are 2 exams this year for each course. So the school exam will be on December 16th. Because this is an AP course, we do not have you take a spring exam. And then after the exam, we're going to do some advanced topic work, and we'll go from there. But I've pretty much outlined the year. I'm going to do my best to hit these assessment dates. So your first test should be September 13th in my class. Mark it on your calendar. There you go. All right, so moving forward, grading policy. Grading this year is a little different than in years past because of the 2 exam structure. Your final grade for the course will be the average of your 2 semester grades. Okay, so in each semester grade, it's going to have 2 parts. 80% of the semester grade will be from your coursework. 20% comes from the exam grade. Okay, so 80% from the coursework, 20% from the exam grade. And then, if you look a little deeper, that coursework grade has 2 sources. One source is your summative assessments, which are your unit tests. That's 90% of that grade. Formative assessments, which are quizzes, are 10% of that grade. Okay, since this is an advanced placement course, there will be no second semester exam. So this means that 100% of the semester grade for the second semester comes from your summative and formative assessments, your course grade. Okay, so if you have any questions about that, I know that that can be a little bit confusing, but that's just how it is. There's no extra credit, okay? This is to be and not to seem. We want you to know calculus, not to seem to know it, so there will be no extra credit. There is no retest policy because this is an AP course. Okay, you don't get to retest the AP. It's just that simple. We are preparing you for a one-off test that happens in May that we want you to get a 5 on. So in order to prep you for that, there is no retest. It's take it or leave it. Keep in mind that assessments will be graded in such a way that we're looking for your ability to persevere, your ability to think critically, to work creatively, to work collaboratively, not during the test, but leading up to in your preparation, and your willingness to be curious. These are things that on your report card, when I write comments, these are the things that I'm going to be commenting on. Okay, so be aware that that's there. Work habits, those are put on your report card as sliders. This is, are you engaged? Are you attending to detail? Are you organized? Do you self-advocate? If you don't understand something, do you speak up? Do you either find a way to get your answer in class, from a peer, from the teacher outside of class? Are you self-advocating? And finally, is your work done on time? Right, so this will be on all your progress reports and report cards. Okay, the stuff on attendance is just straight from the student handbook. Okay, you miss work, show up, talk to me. We make arrangements to get the missed work done if you were sick or had an unplanned absence, right? The day you come back, work that was assigned should be ready to turn in, right? As though it was the next day. So don't try to bilk the absence, just work with it. But if something's funky here, we'll work with you. We'll make it happen. You can take missed quizzes or missed tests during a free period before or after school, or let's use the study hall in the evening. Even if you're a day student, And use that as an opportunity. You can stay for dinner and then come use the study hall. It's all there for you. But you are responsible for making sure missed work gets made up. Okay, planned absences. Make sure you get the planned absence form filled out. You follow all those procedures. Should be done at least 2 academic days prior to the absence. Cutting a class. If you miss more than half a class, without an excuse, that's 6 demerits. If you're late for class, it's 1 demerit. If you're late by more than 10 minutes, it's 2 demerits. Being late for more than half a class counts as a class cut. So, let's not get into that habit, but just be there. Okay. Also from the upper school handbook is a statement about academic honesty. Don't cheat, make your work your own, right? A word about collaboration. Collaboration, I have a kind of a way to model this for you, is that if 2 students are collaborating, they could work on 1 sheet of paper together to find a solution to a problem or a method through a challenge. Then the students should take that piece of paper, crinkle it up, throw it in a recycling bin, make it go away. And then each of the 2 students should independently of each other, like sitting at a separate desk, write out their own solution to the problem based on the work that you created while you were collaborating. That's collaboration landing at independent work. All right, so that's like the totality of the syllabus. I try to keep it brief and concise. I try to keep it updated as I need to. Again, if it gets updated, updates will be announced in class via email, and an updated version of the syllabus is always housed at on Schoology. All right, so there you go. If you have any questions, please reach out. Again, the preferred mode of contact is email. All right. So I hope we have a great year.